So, if you had told me a year ago that I was going to post a YouTube video every week for 52 weeks while working full time as a medical doctor, I wouldn't have believed you. Honestly, like I wouldn't have freaking believed you because the hospital calls, ward rounds, emergency nights, like exhaustion, everything put together. I wouldn't have been able to pull it off. But somehow, I was able to pull it off. Do you get? So 52 weeks, 52 videos, and I didn't even miss a freaking week. Like every single week I showed up. Oh my god, I'm even surprised at myself. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I was able to pull that off. If you're busy, if you have very tight schedule and all whatnot, but you want to be able to create something online, may not be YouTube videos, may just be Instagram reels or whatever. And I think this video is for you. I'll be sharing the system I made for myself that was able to make this possible. But first, let me be honest. The hardest part wasn't editing, it wasn't making the videos. Honestly, it wasn't even my very tight hospital schedule, to be frank with you. It was making the decision to show up for myself. It was making the decision that I was going to take this YouTube thing seriously. So I had the whole idea of doing my 52 weeks of housemanship series back then when I was in final year. But for some reason, I didn't just want to start YouTube while I was a medical student. Yeah, I had a lot going on for myself as a medical student. If you know, you know. So yeah, I just needed time to take my final year seriously and to be, I don't know, to be calm and composed, honestly. Because throughout my medical school year, I was involved in some activity or stuff like that. Yeah, but then my final year, I wanted to take it out for myself. Yeah, I wanted to take it out for myself, and I did that. So I wasn't able to start my shooting or posting videos as a medical student, but I knew in my heart of heart that I wanted to do my 52 weeks as of housemanship series. Like I wanted to document my journey, but I didn't just know how to go about it. Like I was lost for I didn't have any freaking idea of how to go about it. But I knew in my heart of heart this was something I wanted to do. I wanted to document my 52 weeks, freaking 1 year of housemanship. And you know, as doctors, we are trained or we are programmed literally to prioritize medicine, and that's how it should be. Yes, to prioritize medicine, and that everything else is secondary. But I realized something. I realized that if I kept waiting for a particular time to come, if I kept waiting for free time, like if I kept waiting for free time, I would not make those videos. And I had to think about, thankfully, I had a little more time before housemanship started. So after medical school, we stayed like 3 months at home waiting for the housemanship portal to open and all whatnot. So within that 3 months, I told myself I needed to come up with a working plan, like a freaking solid tight plan in order to be able to pull this off. I don't know what came over me, but I just knew I wanted to document that journey. And I needed to be very practical. I needed to like make it happen. So I made one simple decision. I tried a couple things. I tried posting every week within that 3 months after school. I tried posting every day here for a week and I was literally burnt out. So I made one very simple decision. And that decision was to post one video every week, no matter what. Like, listen, one freaking video every week, no matter what. Not two, not daily uploads, just one. And I think that clarity changed everything. But first, let's not romanticize it. Let's not make it like all glamorous and all of that. Because there were weeks I was on call, there were weeks I was mentally drained, there were weeks that I was so exhausted, there were weeks that like I didn't freaking have the time to even start making the videos, talk more of editing them. There were weeks that I was running on very little sleep, literally. There were weeks that I was questioning why I even started. Like, I had myself questioning every freaking thing. Like, Gloria, why did you bring this upon yourself? And let me tell you something, yeah. Filming after a long shift, not just a long shift that was ginger. Oh God. Sorry, let me translate it in normal English language. A very long shift that was very eventful. It's not aesthetic. Like there's nothing beautiful about that. Do you get? Sometimes I filmed at very odd hours. Sometimes I filmed after very late night. Sometimes I filmed after very hectic emergency shifts. Sometimes after work and I just want to take off my scrubs and shower and be in bed, I'll tell myself, you have to do this before you sleep. And sometimes editing the videos can take so long. Do you get editing the videos up to the time when you're supposed to post it? Sometimes, okay, I made a plan for myself. I was going to post on Sundays, 5 p.m. So whenever the time is coming near, like I literally have these jitters and anxiety and all whatnot that I'm not going to be able to make this happen. Honestly, it was chaos at some point, at so many points. But I just knew that I needed to do this. I know that consistency was inconvenient, but it was intentional. So, enough of the stories. Let me just share with you the system I put in place in order to help me do this. And I feel like this is where a lot of people fail. It's not like they are lazy because you're doing your normal job, you're doing a 9 to 5, but then you're so exhausted and all of that. So, you're actually doing stuff. It's not like you're lazy. Do you get me? But then it is because you don't have a system to work for you. It is because you don't have a system to make this a reality. Let me paint a picture. Let me paint a scenario. You have a goal. My goal was to post 52 videos in a year, like 52 videos in 52 weeks. Like I needed to make that a reality. So the plan it has to be something that is smaller than the goal, but still in the line of achieving the goal, if you get what I mean. So my plan was to post one video each week. Yeah, that was it. I need to post 52 videos for 52 weeks, but I need to post one video each week, like each freaking week. Do you get? And then the habit I made for myself was to make little clips every day. Yeah. So the first system I made for myself was I simplified my content. So if you watch my videos, it's literally a talking head video, a very clean background, simple edits and value focused. Like that is something I always want to give. I don't want to come here and ramble and that's it. I want whatever it is I'm sharing, whatever it is I'm saying, I need it to add value to somebody's life. Sometimes I know that can be really hard to decipher what gives value, but but I didn't overproduce anything. I didn't. I made it as simple as possible. I made it into something I needed to like can easily repeat every freaking week. And if you watch my videos, if you're watching my videos ever since I started housemanship, yeah, you would notice I have this spot in my room. Immediately I put my camera up, I'm sitting there like I'll just make the thing happen. Yeah, there was no cinematic stress. Like if your video requires too much energy, yeah, if your video requires you to pull in the plugs, start setting up heaven and earth, do you get that kind of a thing? I don't think you would stay consistent because I feel like consistency was the key to me achieving all of this. Yeah, so yeah. Now, the second thing I did, second system I put in place in order to help me achieve this was make numerous clips whenever I could. Like, I wouldn't say batch create because now I wanted to document each week, honestly. Like, I didn't want to use clips from last week to post in this upper week. Do you get what I mean? I needed it to be real. I needed to show the process. I needed to be honest with myself and I needed to show exactly what happened that week. Now, there were some weeks I wasn't able to do this practically. There were some weeks I wasn't able to really give videos here. And that is where these other videos I had made, these other casual B rolls, let me call them B rolls, came into place. Do you get? So I had these clips every freaking day. I made it a point of duty to bring out my phone and make a video, no matter how short, no matter how small. Yeah. And I know in the line of medicine, when you're working as a medical doctor, it can be really hard because, yeah, all the work ethics and everything. But then immediately after my shift is done, I always make it a point of duty to bring out my phone and make a short clip, even if it's just something reflective, something that helps me reflect on the day. Yeah. And this particular system helped bought me time for busy weeks because there were some weeks that were really crazy, honestly. So the third system I put in place was that I lowered the perfection standard. Yes. Like, if you want everything to be so perfect, if you want your videos, your editing to be so perfect, I don't think you put out videos as often as you should. And something I need you to know is that perfection kills consistency. Like, when you need everything to be all perfect and everything, you will definitely not put out videos as much as you want. So instead of asking, is this perfect? Is this perfect? I need you to ask, is this helpful? Yeah. So I'll give you a little backstory. Yeah? There was a particular video I posted couple months ago. I think it's up to 5 months now. And I had been working on that video for so long. I had done a lot of research. I had asked questions. I had written a script and everything to make that video happen. Do you get? But then I never got around to making it. I always thought to myself, well, why am I even making this particular video? I could just stick to what I'm doing currently. But then every time I went on Twitter or X, sorry, as we call it, every time I went on X, went on WhatsApp and everything, I see some people complaining about housemanship and all of that. So I had this burning desire to want to make the video. So one particular day, I was really, really exhausted. God, we had a very long clinic that day, so we had to see all the patients, and I came back home very late. I just brought out my camera, brought out everything, filmed the video, took plenty. It took me a lot of time to make that video. And after making it and editing it, yeah, I thought to myself that it wasn't perfect. Like, I just, for whatever reason, the video stayed on my phone for like 2 more weeks. Yeah, and I always had things to post. Do you get? So the video stayed on my phone for 2 more weeks. And I kept asking myself, Gloria, I just kept telling myself that it wasn't good enough. I had this big plan for the video. I wanted the video to be all prime and proper. Do you get? Even with the small gadgets I have and all of that. Yeah. So, one particular day, I just asked myself, is this really going to be helpful to people? And the answer was yes. And I just clicked upload. Like, as simple as that is. And guess what? The video is like one of my most or best performing videos so far. Yeah, if you know the video, I need you to just comment down below. Yeah. And yeah, that was just it. So instead of asking if it's perfect, I need you to ask if it's helpful. And that shift helped me hit upload like every single time I felt the video needed to be flawless. Like, it helped me. It helped me generally. So the fourth system I put in place for myself was that I treated YouTube like a responsibility. Yeah. So I'm working in a hospital. It's not something I'm doing it for myself. Yes. I'm getting a lot of, what's the word now? A lot of satisfaction doing that. But I'm doing it for people. I needed something I needed to do for myself. I needed something I could call my own. Yeah. Aside reading books and all of that, I just needed something I could be working on. I don't know if you get that vibe, like you need something to be doing for yourself. I feel that was another thing that saved me in that 1 year. You get aside those that are reading for PLAB and AMCs and USMLEs and all of that. But yeah, I just needed something else to do for myself. Yeah. So the logic I had for this was I asked myself, if there was a patient to see, will I skip this patient? Like, if a patient came to the hospital now and I needed to see this patient, Will I say no, I'm not going to see, like, the patient is right on schedule and everything? Will I say I'm not going to see this patient? Will I say I'm going to skip you and see you upper week? So the answer was no. So I just told myself, then why am I skipping a YouTube upload? Does it really make sense? I know there are some days I had a time for myself to post like 5 p.m. Sundays. I needed to click upload, or like I needed to schedule my video to be uploaded by 5 p.m. on Sundays. But then there are some days when my editing goes beyond the 8 p.m. because, work and everything. And there's some days when I'm even literally working on that Sunday. So I needed to edit and film way earlier than Sunday. Do you get what I mean? And there's some days it passes the 5 p.m. Will I now say, okay, it's past 5 p.m.? Yeah, so I'm not going to upload again. It's still the freaking day. It's still a Sunday. So why not just click freaking upload? And don't tell yourself, oh, I missed a day, so I'm not going to post again. What are you doing? You're doing yourself literally. So yeah, it doesn't matter the time of day, just click upload. Yeah, I wouldn't skip a patient. I wouldn't skip an upload. Yeah, it was as simple as that. Why skip something I'm committed to? Why skip something I'm doing for myself? And once I treated it like an appointment, like I stopped negotiating with myself. Honestly, I just stopped negotiating with myself. And for whatever reason, I got like a lot of satisfaction making the videos. So if it's not something, I know it might not be something you enjoy doing. Yeah, but if you have the finance, you can literally outsource these things, make your videos, outsource whoever is going to edit it and all whatnot. But yeah, I enjoyed editing videos too. I love editing. I just love the whole practicality of it. Do you get? Yeah. So that's me. And I just got a lot of satisfaction doing the video, making the videos. Like it was something I could call my own. May not be a big deal to you guys, but yeah, but it's just something I needed to do for myself. So the biggest surprise, what was my biggest surprise after doing all of this? It wasn't about growth. Yes, it wasn't just about the growth I got because yeah, we started out at how many subscribers and look where we are today. Yeah. But importantly, or more importantly, my confidence improved. Yeah, my communication improves, and I started getting clarity out of it all. Like, I feel like clarity for me came after uploading the videos. Okay, there was a point where I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to go about this newfound love for YouTube and all of that. But then after uploading a video, yeah, I I saw another headway and I uploaded another video and I saw another headway. So I think that is how it has literally always been for me. So yeah. But more than that, like more than all of this, I proved to myself that I could build something for myself despite a very demanding career. And it changed the way I saw myself, honestly. I'll just be listing out a couple things that these 52 weeks have taught me. Yeah. It taught me that you don't need more time. You just need to start. Like, just freaking start. Do you get? You don't need more time. Like, you don't need to start deciphering when, where, or whatever. Just start. Just freaking start now. And it told me that motivation is unreliable. And I've said this in a couple of my videos. I've said this a countless number of times on my videos. You don't depend on motivation for a very long term goal. Yeah. Systems work. If you don't want to use discipline, systems, build a system for yourself to crack the code. Exactly. Build a system for yourself that would help you achieve your goal faster. Another thing this 52 weeks taught me is that busy people can still build. It doesn't matter whatever it is you're building. I was amazed when I got to house job and I saw a lot of people doing side things, like a lot of things. And then when I finally now started housemanship, I now realized that I can actually put this thing together with any other thing I want to do. You get, it's not a hindrance. I know it's very demanding, very up there, very everything, but still, if you want to build as a busy person, you can still build. And lastly, it taught me that small weekly efforts compounds massively. Like, look where we freaking are today. One video per week doesn't feel like much. Like, it freaking doesn't feel like much. But until you look back and realize that you've built a year of work, sometimes I just chill and scroll through my YouTube channel and I see all the freaking videos I had made. Sometimes it just makes me feel so emotional. Like, because in the moment of making those videos, I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't freaking realize what I was doing. I just knew that this is something I needed to do on this particular day. The next morning, this is something I also need to do on this particular day. And I know in the beginning of this video, I said that if you want to build on Instagram, on YouTube, but then I need you to just pick a platform and stick to it. I know that Instagram can be very demanding from what I've heard. Yeah, but then if it's something you can definitely do, do it. Other people are doing it, so I'm sure you can be able to pull it off. You can be able to find system that work for you to help you post on Instagram. Yeah, so yeah, anything per se you want to build, I'm sure you can be able to do that. So if you're waiting for life to slow down, before you start creating or start working on something you want to work on, it will not though. Hard truths, it will not. So start today and start with one video. Literally, start now. Start with one video if it's YouTube you want to do. If you want to Instagram, whatever it is, just start now. Start now to do the thing. So if you're new here, subscribe. Don't forget and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, we are building consistency. We are building career growth and impact. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.